like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. Back to throw here. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Agnew to throw on 3rd down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris, finding room to the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Parkey with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Lawrence. He's got Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Jacksonville. That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action now. Lawrence. And incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, Gordon, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Hey, check Michael out and check Michael out. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check Michael out. Check Michael out.
Looking to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and sides in this thing. It's like maybe a tennis match in a football.
We're sitting in a nice royal box. Now, the way it's going.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Steelers 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll toss to Harris. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Harris. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Go. Hey, C6, C6.
They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's second and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Agnew to throw from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Harris fights through him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Devon Hamilton able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Caleb Chason
Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And Parkey missed it. That's no good. Off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
114 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Agnew now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Gets past one man, and he's got this down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
Touchdown, Jaguars! J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 14. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
44, Mike, 44. Who that? 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On the give, this is Harris. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
A 9-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on